How are you? We are on the week 7 of our lesson in science for this quarter. Are you ready? Our objectives for this week is enumerate the needs of plants in order to live. But before we discuss about that, let's meet our friend. Here she is, and she says, "Hello kids, have a nice day. How are you? Are you ready to learn our new lesson in science? Come on." But before that, let us review our past lesson. What are the parts of plants? Alright kids, so that is the question of our friend. If you can still remember, what are the parts of plants? Very good. So the parts of plants, or the basic parts of plants, are the roots, the stem, and the leaves. Alright, so these three are the basic parts. When we say basic, of course, these characteristics are common to all types of plants. Alright? But there are instances that there are plants that are bearing flowers and fruits and others are not. So plants that are bearing flowers and fruits are called flowering plants, and those that don't are called non-flowering plants. Yes, just like what I've said a while ago, the parts of plants are roots, stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. All right? Now, let us learn the things that plants need in order to live or grow. Guess the needs of plant by examining the picture. Try to look at it. What do you think is the man doing? Great job! The man is watering the plants. Plants need water. Great job! How about this one? Very good. Plant needs sunlight. Awesome! And how about this one? Wonderful! Air. And how about this? Very good. It's a fertilizer. So plants need fertilizer. Now, after guessing the needs of plant based on the pictures, you try to examine the plants here. So we have plant A and plant B. So which plant gets what it needs? Awesome. Plant A gets what it needs than plant B. Okay, just try to look at how it looks. Okay, plant A is healthy while plant B is stunted or withered. Yes, natuyot siya. So like people and animals, plants have needs to live and grow. They need enough water, air, sunlight, good soil, and fertilizer. They also need people's care. Plants make their own food. They make food from water and carbon dioxide with the aid of sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. It takes place in the leaves. Okay? Take note of that, grade 1. Without enough water and sunlight, plants cannot make food. Yes, that's right. They will wither and die. Alright? So if you forgot to water your plants, and if you are not putting the plants directly in the sunlight, it will wither and die. Plants need good soil. The soil should have nutrients that plants need. It should have the right texture. It should not be loose like sand or clumpy like clay. So it should be balanced. It should be a mix of somewhat sandy or a little bit clumpy, but not that sandy or clumpy, all right? Because if the soil is not that good, your plants could not grow healthy. Okay? So plants are very useful to people. Taking care of plants should be done. So here are some ways of caring for plants. First, water plants regularly. Yes, plants need water. Just like what I've said a while ago, plants absorbs nutrients and water from the soil. So therefore, you need to water your plants daily. Place potted plants where they can get enough sunlight. So if you have some potted plants at home, you should put that plant where they can get enough sunlight. Next, pick flowers or leaves only if needed. So there are times that in order to make the plants healthy, you need to remove some of the leaves, okay, or some of the flowers. Okay, so as what I have observed in some farmers there in our place, that man or that person is removing some of the leaves in a patola plant. So I asked him, why is he removing or getting the leaves? He said, it will make the plants healthier and it will bear more fruits. Okay, so take note, patola is a fruit vegetable. Next, do not step on plants. Yes, you should not step on plants or else it will die. Okay? If you're stepping on plants, it means you're destroying the plant. Okay? Take note of that, playground. So again, here are the ways of taking care of plants. Water plants regularly. Place potted plants where they can get enough sunlight. Pick flowers or leaves only if needed. And do not step on plants. Now, what are the uses of plants? First, it is the primary source of food. Next, it is the source of medicine. Third, it is a source of building materials. And another one, it is a source of clothing materials. So let's expound our topic. Why is it called primary source of food? Because people get fruits, vegetables, and root crops from plants. Okay? Sweeteners, flavorings, and spices also come from plants. Alright? So the fruits that you're eating, like your bananas, the apple, the oranges, these are the produce or the products from the plants that we get in order to be the source of our food. Alright? So now you realize why plants is very important to us. Not only that, to enjoy the taste of your food, of course, we need spices, we need flavorings and sweeteners, which came from plants, like the sugar, okay, like the ginger, okay, ginger, onion, the garlic. So these are examples of spices and flavorings that come from plants. Your condiments, of course, it come from plants. So it could also be a source of medicine. Plants have medicinal properties like garlic for those who have high blood pressure. So if you thought that garlic is for flavoring the food, it could also be a source of medicine. Okay, you can use garlic as a first aid for persons who has high blood pressure. Okay, so my father is using this if ever he forgot to bring his medicine, or if there's no medicine there in the cabinet. So he just get garlic and then just crush it in his mouth and then swallow it. So it helps stabilize his blood pressure. Another one, pounded ginger can relieve stomach ache. Imagine, ginger also, we use that to flavor our food or to make our food delicious and aromatic. But in this case, ginger could also be a medicine. So if you have stomach ache, you may boil a piece of ginger to relieve the pain or the aching of your stomach. Okay, so ginger is a good way to relieve the discomfort from your stomach. Next, guava leaves are used for treating wounds. Imagine, if you thought that we only eat the fruit of the guava, we can also use the leaves of guava as medicine. The leaves are used for cleaning and treating wounds because it has an antibiotic properties. Awesome, right? Next, it could also be a source of building materials. Wood from tree trunks is used in building houses and making pieces of furniture. So the tables, the chairs made of wood from your house come from the trees. Imagine. And also, when we build our houses, we use as woods and other things um, given by the tree. Okay, so this is important to us. We build houses, of course, we build everything, every furniture coming from wood. Not only that, we can also make some musical instruments and sports equipment from wood. Yes, like your guitar, your violin, the flute. Of course, I'm talking about the flute that is made of bamboo or some wood. All right. But in our modern times, of course, sometimes you will be asking, Ma'am Lian, we have a table also, but it is made of plastic. We have chairs also made of plastic. But to tell you honestly, guys, it is better if you are going to use wood as the materials from your furniture because it is more nature friendly. Yes, it could also help reduce the use of plastic because plastic is not good to our environment. All right? Awesome. And the last one, plants could also be a source of clothing material. Cotton comes from cotton fruit, so it is used in making light pieces of clothing such as shirts. So your cotton shirt comes from a plant, all right? It comes from the fruit of the cotton fruit. Next, we also have piña cloth, which is made from the fibers of pineapple leaves. So it is usually used in making barong Tagalog. So if your fathers or your kuyas at home have barong Tagalog, that barong Tagalog uses a pineapple leaves. Yes, imagine the leaves of the pineapple can be made into a clothes. Wonderful, right? Now, if plants are useful to people, there are some plants that can cause harm to us, or it means it is dangerous to hold or eat this type of plants. All right. So some plants that can cause harm are this one, poison ivy. Yes, poison ivy can harm people. It is a woody vine that grows in North America, so it can cause skin irritation. And if you are going to eat this one, it can cause death. So it means poison ivy is very dangerous to us. So, by the way, you could not see this in our country because we're in a tropical country. So this type of plant is common in North America. Now, let's try to examine if you have remembered the things that I have discussed to you a while ago. I would like you to identify the things a plant needs to live and grow. So what are the following pictures here that shows plants need in order to live and grow healthy? Very good. So here in the picture, sorry, here plants need sunlight. Plants need good soil. Plants need water and plants need air. So we have here the sun, the soil, the air, and the water. So these are the things that the plant needs in order to live and grow. Okay? So this hamburger house and clothes is not the things that the plants need. Next, write a happy face if the action shows caring for plants and sad face if it does not show caring for plants. So just answer happy or sad face. Number one, picking flowers. Happy or sad? Number two, stepping on the grass. Happy or sad? Number three, watering plants regularly. Happy or sad? Number 4, placing plants where there is enough sunlight. Happy or sad? And lastly, telling your friends to pick leaves from plants during playtime. Happy or sad? Now let's check if your answers are correct. Number 1 is a sad face. Picking flowers is not really advisable. That's why if you go to a park and there's a lot of flowers there, there's always a signage, do not pick flowers. Okay? Because if you're picking flowers, it is not sharing it is not showing care for plants. Okay? Number 2, stepping on the grass. It's also sad because you're not taking care of the plants. Grasses also helps helps human beings. Not only that, it also helps animals. It serves as their food, and sometimes if you have Bermuda grasses or Carabao grasses at home, you should be careful to not step on it. Okay. Number 3, watering plants regularly. Happy face. Yes, it means you're taking care of the plants. Number 4, placing plants where there is enough sunlight. Happy face. Yes, very good. And number 5, it's a sad face. Okay, because when you pick leaves from plants during playtime, it means you're not taking care of the plants. Okay, very good. So if your answers here are all correct, then you will get 5. Very good, grade 1 SEC. So I hope that you have learned something from me today, kids. So next time, if we will have our online or live class, we will learn more things about our topic. Bye!